In the wake of Kirk's assassination, political figures on both ends of the spectrum, Hollywood notables, and people on the internet have all weighed in on the shocking event. Tessa Bennett joins us in studio with more on the reaction. Tessa?
Manisa, this event has reverberated around the world, garnering reactions from the United Nations, the EU, and here in Canada. Most who have commented on the matters have seemed to put their political affiliations aside to condemn gun and political violence.
My great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
The fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a Utah event has drawn the attention of people across the United States and beyond.
There's a lot of areas that he weighed in on with views that I think a lot of people, myself included, would not necessarily agree with. But that doesn't make this any less of a tragedy and any less of a moment in American politics that needs to be condemned in the strongest possible language.
Kirk served as the chief executive and co-founder of the youth group Turning Point USA and made appearances on college campuses to engage in political dialogue with students. Politicians from across the spectrum in the United States have reacted to the killing alongside notable celebrities, sharing in their condemnation of gun and political violence.
I'm just going to state the obvious here. This is detestable, what's happened. Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are. It violates the core principles of our country, our Judeo-Christian heritage, our civil society, our American way of life, and it must stop.
And the shock of yesterday's event has reached beyond the borders of the U.S. as well.
And I can tell you that we condemn this act of political violence, as we condemn and stand against all acts of political violence.
We offer our sincere sympathies to the families of the victims of this tragic incident, and we hope that the perpetrators are brought to justice.
Prime Minister Mark Carney also replied, saying he was appalled. The last year in the U.S. has seen a number of shocking acts of political violence, including the assassination attempt on President Trump during his campaign period.
You go back to the 1960s, you had the assassination of JFK, the assassination of Robert Kennedy, the assassination of Martin Luther King, the assassination of Malcolm X. So this isn't the first time that there's been extreme political violence in the United States. It's got a history of it, but this was a very dark history.
Several leaders who have survived public attacks or have had family members victimized joined the conversation happening in the wake of Kirk's death. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, whose husband survived a violent break-in, posted online saying political violence has absolutely no place in our nation. And former U.S. Representative Gabrielle Giffords, who sustained a serious brain injury in a 2011 shooting while meeting with constituents, posted a message saying she was horrified. But not everyone commenting on the shocking act shares the same stance. Some have been more focused on criticizing the morals and values Kirk held.
I think this is a really sad moment for the United States, and one that people are going to talk about and think about for quite a while.
President Trump ordered flags across the nation to be flown at half-mast following Kirk's death. Flags will remain in this position at military posts, embassies, and the White House until September 14th.